guys, my name is Ashley. Welcome to my booktube channel, Little Book Nerd. Today I'm going to be doing my July and August book haul. I didn't buy a lot of books this month. I fell into a little bit of a reading slump, so I had no reason to buy books this month because I wasn't reading books. However, last month I did buy a decent number of books, and I did buy a few things, at the beginning of this month, so I decided just to incorporate the 2 months together so I can show you what I got. I did buy a number of books, so I don't want this to take too long, so we'll just jump right into it. The first book the first 2 books I'm going to mention are by Tamora Pierce, part of the Song of the Lioness series. I read this series like 12 times in my entire life, and I decided to reread it again because I'm on a quest to read everything Tamora Pierce has ever written. I did pick up the first 2 books in the series, Alana the First Adventure and In the Hands of the Goddess, both by Tamora Pierce. Also by Tamora Pierce, I also picked up the entirety of another series by her called The Immortals. I found this series, I read this series before. It was several years ago, back when I was in high school. I love this series, but equally as much as I love the Song of the Lioness Quartet. And I recently found, in my quest to read everything Tamora Pierce has written, I found this series on Book Outlet recently in hardcover for like $2 a book. So I had to buy it. There was no exception. There was no excuse. I could not buy the series. So the series is called The Immortals. It's a quartet, just like Song of the Lioness. The first book is Wild Magic. The second book is called Wolf Speaker. The third book is Emperor Mage. The last and final book in the series is The Realms of the Gods. This series is a little hard to explain without giving any spoilers away, so I'll just give you the very basics. This series is about a young girl named Dane who's always had a special knack for communicating with animals. Only when she leaves home and becomes a horse handler for the Queen's Riders does she find out that it's actually magic. And she starts learning how to control her magic under the tutelage of a mage named Numair. And as she's learning how to control said magic, they start coming across these not so nice magic creatures called the Immortals. The next book I picked up from Barnes & Nobles is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. This book is a standalone contemporary about a girl who is a politician's daughter. She has spent her life basically planning everything out. She knows exactly who she wants to be, how she wants to get things done. She has everything planned. And one day, a scandal erupts, and she's forced to move in with her father, and she no longer has a set out plan for her life. She ends up becoming a dog walker. This is basically about her discovering life is sometimes better when you don't plan it. And look at the doggies. Look at them. Honestly, the only reason I wanted to read this is because it has doggies. I love dogs, if you couldn't tell. I've heard so many people, and look at the bright yellow cover. Bright yellow color too, but it's pretty. It's a pretty book. I can't lie. Wait. Oh my god! Look what I just noticed. It's got her face, which maybe just looks a little weird because it's warped on this bendy cover. Oh, that's a really nice feature. Look at that. That's cute. Also, just looked at Morgan Matson's picture on the inside back flap thingy, and she's a babe, not gonna lie. She's really pretty. I want to be a really pretty author someday. The next 2 books I bought in the months of July and August were Heir of Fire and Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas, the 3rd and 4th book in the Throne of Glass series. I am currently reading Heir of Fire. I am about 111 pages into it right now. I am not enjoying it as much as I enjoyed Crown of Midnight, but I'm really excited to continue on with the Throne of Glass series because the 5th book, Empire of Storms, is coming out later this year. And I want to be caught up by the time that book comes out so I can join everyone else as they read it. Next book I'm going to show you I received in the July Owl Crate box. I received this Savage Song in the July Owl Crate box. And I've never read a Victoria Schwab book before. Never. Ever. And everyone always gushes about them, so I really want to, and I'm really happy that I received this in Owl Crate because I've been meaning to check out Victoria Schwab. And now I have a book by her to check out. So, yay. This Savage Song, it has a really interesting summary to it. It basically seems like it's about this world where there are two sides. There are humans and there are monsters, and they're at war. The two main characters, Kate and August, are on opposite sides. Kate is a human and she wants to be as ruthless as her father, who charges the people for his protection against the monsters. And August is a monster who just wants to be human. And through some sort of events, they meet each other and they become unlikely friends as they are forced to flee and run for their lives, basically. And I'm super excited to read this and finally check out what all the hubbub is about Victoria Schwab. So if you read this, let me know if it was any good, because I've heard mixed reviews about it, honestly. Next two books I got from Costco the other day, actually. My fiance's stepmother actually bought them for me because she's such a doll. I love her. And I saw them sitting on the book layout thingamajig at Costco, and I wanted to have them. I knew I had to have them because they were such a good price. And I haven't seen them lying around on Book Outlet recently, so I decided to pick them up. The first one I'm going to show you is Ivory and Bone by Julie Eschball. This cover is one of those like really nice textured covers. I'm obsessed with these covers, not even gonna lie. And also, inside flap, very nice blue color. I'm obsessed. But look at the cover. It's white, and I don't think you can see it, but it's got little black flecks, and the spine is white with that pretty blue writing. I'm obsessed. I need this. I've heard really good things about Ivory and Bone, so I'm super excited to read this. It seems to take place in like a caveman, Ice Age-y kind of era thing. Basically, what the summary makes it sound like is you have two main characters, Cole and Maya. They are from two separate tribes of like cavemen people. And when the two tribes get together, Cole meets Maya and he's so impressed by her that, they become friends. Then one day Cole makes some horrible mistake and kind of just ruins that relationship between them. And he does everything he can to try and fix it until one day a third clan shows up with a girl named Lo. And Maya and Lo have some kind of rivalry between themselves. Something terrible happened between them, so Cole is forced to choose between the two clans when something great and terrible happens and some kind of war erupts. And it just sounds really interesting. I've never read a book that takes place in like a caveman, Ice Age kind of time. And then the last book I got from Costco is, I'm really excited about this one, The School for Good and Evil by Soman Chainani. Butchered name again. Someone tell me how to pronounce that, please. Basically, this is about a magical school, or two magical schools, which is my jam. That sounded really lame, but magical schools, I'm obsessed with. I love magical schools. Basically, there are two schools in this world, the school for evil and the school for good. And you have two main characters, Sophia and Agatha. I'm assuming that's who they are. It could be Sophia and Agatha. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. They've spent their life thinking that they were destined to go to specific schools. Sophia always thought she was going to go to the school for good, and Agatha always thought she was going to go to the school for evil. When the choosing ceremony, or whatever their ceremony thing is like, happens, it turns out that they go to the complete opposite schools. Sophia goes to the school for evil, and Agatha goes to the school for good. And this is basically about their adventures and the chance that what they think is a mistake might not have actually been a mistake. And it sounds really good, and I've heard really good things about this. Alright, these are all the books I bought and or received between July and August. Now, before they all fall over, I'm going to bid you guys goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Hello lovelies! Welcome back to A Little Book Nerd. My name is Ashley, and today I'm going to be doing the new